have been fired up about this match all week. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a team from the American, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Alabama Jaguars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hilltoppers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Jaguars' offense will start this game off with the football. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you. Statistically, that he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David.
Turns on the Jets. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Jaguars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And, man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. On the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Makes the grab. It's Bullock. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Woods. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Jaguars are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
They'll run it. It's Bullock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
They'll try to run for it. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
They'll run it on first and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
To the air on second down. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need one more yard on third down. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Alabama.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Western Kentucky's offense will get the ball for the first time. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first down. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Epps. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Second down.
He'll try the left side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Hilltoppers line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Woodyard. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man all by himself. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Back to pass on second down. Pressure coming. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's South Alabama holding the lead. And we've come to the end of 1. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback. The 44.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Punt is on its way. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Oh, will they dial up on second and a long way to go. Back to pass, it's Parks. Got his man quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
He'll do it himself. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Epps. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Hilltoppers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Henry. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kitchens. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They're going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Somehow fits it into that traffic. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. The snap sets up the throw. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down. And the Jaguars will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Back to throw, it's Parks. Under fire. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Leaves it with the back. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. And the Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He takes it at the 45. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The Jaguars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. And they react. possession, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Jaguars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
With jet sweep pass. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down.
Encroachment defense.
So the offense inches it a little closer with the help of the half the distance to the goal penalty. And at this point on the field, I mean, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still first and goal. Marches ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Might be calling a hot route. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They give him the rock again on second and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Mobile, but let's just go with notable. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's head back inside Hancock Whitney Stadium.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the... Kentucky offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
The Hilltoppers can really attack on this second and short. They'll run play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man, it's Parks. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
The Jaguars are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Jaguars will call on their punt team. He's got it. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw, it's Parks. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He's going for the big play. Makes a grab for a big play. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. The give to the tailback. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
2nd down.
Handoff from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
See, they need more runs like that. It's just been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off the blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far. Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball, going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabs it in the middle.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Jaguars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Going to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Jaguars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Returner goes out of bounds.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom. Stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
He's got it on the right. At the 35, he's loose. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And it slips just inside that right upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter, cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
The Jaguars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Woodyard. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Jaguars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a gap. It's Bullock. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Here's the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. And the third down pass is incomplete. The Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Looking for a crease to the left. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen.
Going for it all. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver at his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Jaguars will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Parks. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And the Hilltoppers are in the hurry-up.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
The Hilltoppers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Catch in the middle, it's Epps. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And the drive has been really, really solid. And we've got to maximize this possession. Down a couple of possessions. Got to make sure we're aggressive. Not reckless, but aggressive. And make sure we've got a plan for the shorter part of the field down here so we can get a touchdown.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
His defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
Dropping back, it's Parks. Plows through the defense. Flushed out of the pocket. Makes his man miss. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Henry. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Got a little space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hilltoppers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Epps. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Hilltoppers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your 2nd guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. Nestled just inside that right upright. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Central Michigan is in trouble. Check that. They're in a world of trouble because unless I'm reading that scoreboard wrong, that does not look very good. They're trailing by 35 to James Madison. Circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Caught in the backfield. It's Woods. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Wants to fire on second down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Woods. It's a running room. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. A little screen to the running back. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The chains now on 2nd and long. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
South Alabama.
So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Jaguars have this offense rolling. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Kitchens. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Malone. Gets away from one. He's got space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Jaguars will line it up on 1st and 10. Give to the single back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth. It's keep that clock running. It's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Keeps it on the bootleg. On the run, still looking. Unleashes one. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
It's good. Easy call for the ref. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys fight to the end.
It's not great, but keep fighting, keep spinning that pill around. Use every second on this clock to try to get this game as close as you can.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Parks. He's moving out of the pocket. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage. With the clock running, this should be the final play. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.